Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I appreciate your assessment, Doctor. Would you mind just speaking to what respectful of inquiries from across the aisle and sort of the narrative of opening up leasing? One of the common refrains that we address at town halls and et cetera, is that what about the claim that some leases remain unused? And I have to clarify regarding the inconsistency and that the withdrawal of lands had created, and the requirement for reliable commitment contractually with exploration and potential extraction. There's time and money involved here, and it's not easy to move forward with a lease if there's no stability in the considered areas, and so the investment to explore, identify, and extract requires a stable leasing environment. And from your position, I realize you'd be limited perhaps on how you can speak to this, but I'd like you to address that, the difference between where we were and where we're going with the stability of offshore leasing and what it would mean to the American energy industry and therefore to the American economy.
Yes, sir. I will start by saying that the information on leases we make available identifies the number of leases that have been issued and the numbers that are producing. That does not mean the non-producing leases do not have activity on them. There's a great deal of work that goes into bringing a lease to the point where it can produce in terms of exploring what's underneath the seabed, understanding what's on the seabed as well, drilling wells to determine if there's anything underground, and additional wells to fully delineate any discovery, and only then beginning to design what a development project may look like. So it can take 5 to 10 or more years to bring a lease into production, and so many of the non-producing leases actually have quite a lot of activity on them, and others are part of companies' portfolios that will allow them to act based on new information and new technologies as they become available. To compare where we were to where we are currently implementing the 5-year leasing program of the previous administration that called for 3 lease sales in the Gulf of America across 5 years. President has made it clear that he does not believe that's a sufficient number of lease sales, and we have started the process to develop a new schedule of oil and gas leasing. I cannot say at this time how many lease sales will be in that program. That is something that will be determined over the course of the process, but we are undergoing the process now to put together a new schedule.
It's a fascinating business when you really study what is required by the industry to explore and identify fields and then to prepare for extraction and then extraction and transport. It takes a lot to move our energy product from the far below the surface of the ocean floor to a reliable and clean and affordable and abundant product in our homes and in our vehicles. And the stability of the leasing environment is crucial for that journey to begin. And I would ask you to just comment on what is because of your background, you know people in the industry, and what is the level of confidence now since January, and with the enactment of bills like my bill 513 to restabilize and to secure the leasing environment? What is the what is the level of optimism in the American energy industry?
I believe the oil and gas industry is optimistic. They have been very much engaged with us since January in sharing their opinions of things they think ought to be done and providing their input and really saying that they are pleased about the direction things seem to be headed.
I concur, Doctor. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired. I thank you again for allowing me to wave on, and I yield.